Then comes plan reviews. More a technique than a tool, plan reviews help you to keep your plan alive. A plan review is a short meeting. It should not take more than 30 minutes in which you review the project plan within a group of people. I always do it because it's very important that your plan, because 1 week before you have made a plan, but it should be in current situation. Certain times it needs replanning, and most of the time in practical scenario it takes that much of replanning. If your customer itself is not clear of the requirement, or the clients have got new requirements, then the plan keeps on changing. So you can review the plan with a group of people, and I recommend that you conduct separate plan reviews for different group of people. For example, your project team will have different interest from the project's keys holder and from the project board. It is humanly possible that project teams will be definitely looking the whole project on the technical point of view. Yeah, these are the screens, this is what I need to deliver. But when it comes to the stakeholder, they have the overall perspective of the project. They want to make it live to the end user for certain dates. So when we review the plan, it has to be a different meeting. You can't have your stakeholders meeting and stakeholders and team members meeting. This is, I'm talking about the SDLC. If your project is following the traditional approach, a plan review consists of taking people through the plan at a high level and only going into detail that's relevant to them, because at the end the meeting has to be effective. Your key stakeholders, for instance, may predominantly be interested to know when you will want their involvement. I have seen in most of my clients will have a different experience, that some of the clients are so interested to collaborate that they keep on asking, so when you want our in, they want to see the screen. So certain, it all depends on which project you are working on, or on which project you are going to deliver, because certain projects are very highly business critical for the client. So definitely they want to be involved from the requirement stage itself. So all these things also matter, that how visible that project is in the client's organization. So without plan reviews, confusion may arise about when the teams is working on and how the project's progressing. So we need to take advantage of these meetings to clear up the confusion and also building client relationship. I want you to do an exercise that you just jot down a point. You need to analyze that if you are using WBS, then is it aligned with your scope? Then is the WBS you're using, the all the task deliverables are practical and it is measurable and achievable? Then when you go back to your these exercise, you just see the Gantt using and how effective it is and how you're representing it for your client. Then definitely I want to just analyze that you review your planning meetings with the customer and how it is going. In some projects it might be in the red condition, so client is not happy with the planning. They are not sometimes happy with the resources, or the sometimes they are not happy with the timelines. So whatever the case is, when the customer is unhappy, because always definitely the customer will demand more. So but the you need to fit in, because as a project manager you need to liaise with the customer, you need to liaise with the team members. So for that, the best part is like you have a separate meeting with the customer, get their requirements, get their expectations, and just align them that this much can you can only achieve, because certain times the client might be expecting more. Then you align the team members and get things going. This is how it works. So I'm definitely I'm sure that you might be doing risk management plan and all these things. Just go through the recordings once more and see how you connect to it to your project. When we talk about expert project management, again I'm just reiterating this phase. This is just not only to make plans. Definitely this planning is one critical point of a project manager. With the current scenario, when you go take any companies like Deloitte or Accenture, what are the big companies, they require the project managers to handle any kind of project, and they require delivery leaders who can motivate the team and to achieve the most and serve the clients as consultant. So yes, the planning and the tools, usage of tools is one part of it, But there is the next part, we see that how to motivate your team, because at the end, one part is the technicality of it, you are planning and estimating, that is one part. But at the end, when it comes to execution, you're dealing with the people. When it comes to the client management, you're dealing with the people. They are different people with different expectation. So here a lot of theory will help you. You want to become an expert project manager, then you definitely need to be expert in all the field on people management, on how to become a leader, how to motivate, how to have goal for your career advancement and also for your team. And next part comes in is the execution excellence. Because yes, we have done a planning, but the main project success is mainly dependent on how you execute it. Because if you compromise on quality while execution, or if your team doesn't deliver, then the project will fail. So we'll see all these things. So let's go to the next slide. I want to understand, have you ever failed to achieve the timelines of your project? Just analyze this question. And if you go through my previous recordings, where about the estimation. So when it comes to the timelines and estimation, because when we have estimation, then with the resources we have, then we will give the timelines, the schedule of your project. So I want you to analyze why you have failed. That could be various reasons. One, definitely the resources are not skilled or they are not able to perform, the performance is low. Third could be the technical reasons, internal reasons, external reasons. The team does not liaise with the customer, taking the requirements properly, and the project the timelines have not been achieved. And or it could be another reasons that the client has put your project on hold or on the back burner, so that they are not giving you requirement on time. So in this cases also, the timelines of your project is not achieved. Certain times it could be the technical reason, that we are not understanding certain technical issues of the project, so that the timelines are not achieved. So there could be n number of reasons. As a project manager, it is very important as an expert project manager that there should be a proactive approach then to be reactive. Proactive approach in the sense that you need to understand the issues and then provide solution to the client, instead of after the issue has occurred then providing solution. In today's environment, it's not going to be sufficient. So just analyze what are the failures, why the project has failed on achieving the timelines.